Andale, andale.
Yeah, you make me the happiest man in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Avery and I met in college in Virginia. She was from Texas, and we met through my roommate.
So we're both film majors, and I was in the same program with his roommate. And one time I was over at their apartment, and we met, and the rest is history.
Grant. What can I say about Grant? The first time I met him on FaceTime with my daughter.
What do I think of Grant? The first time I met him, I thought the world of him. I think the first time we met him really was on FaceTime, and he made an incredible impression. And I loved everything about him. His outgoingness.
He was a nice young man. Polite, kind, a little goofy.
His kindness, his communication, his good looks.
Yeah, that's right. I flew over for the holidays to meet her parents. We had FaceTimed and stuff before, but we'd never actually met face to face. So that was super exciting. I asked for their blessing after they got to know me.
But as time went on, I grown to love him, and I gave him permission to marry my daughter.
It was a very easy yes. We got along super well. They saw how much I loved their daughter, and it was just a really easy decision on everyone's part.
You know, I think they make a great couple. They have a zeal for life. They balance each other out. Grant does a nice job of just empathizing with Avery and not trying to solve her problems for her, which is a good quality. Avery is Avery. She's a very special girl. That's why we named her Avery. And I think they're a beautiful couple, and they'll have a great life together.
Perfect. I think it's perfect. If I summed it up, I would have gone into it thinking that the chances were against a 18 and 19-year-old being successful, but I think the opposite now.
I actually didn't even have a plan to propose to her when I flew over, but I knew she was so close with her family that if I discussed it with them, I knew that maybe we could bounce some ideas back and forth. And eventually we came up with something absolutely brilliant after some trial and error decisions and looking at different venues where I could propose.
Setting up a proposal. So going and looking and finding a location, which we did the day after he asked our permission, which was great, and him asking our permission was beautiful and heartfelt and very moving and compelling, and definitely sent the message to Kyle and I that he loves Avery dearly and will be a great provider and leader. So going and looking for the location and finding it, and then hearing Grant's vision, and then knowing that Kyle and I had to implement it, and me feeling completely overwhelmed the first night because I could absolutely see the magnitude of what I was going to have to embark on.
The trickiest part of the proposal was actually distracting her enough to set it up. So the week of when I was going to propose, I told her I wanted to go on a bunch of dates that week. It was the week, ending in Christmas on Friday. And so we went on a bunch of dates, 8 dates in total. I told her we'd be going on 8 dates that week.
So our first date we went to stand on stools and fight with lightsabers, because the first time we met, we both stood on stools, and he loves Star Wars. The second date, we went to Whataburger on the Bay, and he had a tablecloth and an electric candle, and we had a fancy Whataburger date, and we were all dressed up, and it was very cute. And then the third one, we went swimming in the hot tub and looked up at the stars. The fourth, we went and got coffee at Coffee Waves, super cliche coffee date. The fifth, we went to these gazebos, which I didn't know at the time, but that was a precursor to the proposal. The sixth was Christmas Eve service at church because we kept saying that we were going to go to church together. The seventh was driving down Ocean and dancing at all the stops on Ocean to all of our favorite songs.
There's lots of world out there, and brilliant tea and stars.
And the last date we went on, the date of the proposal on Christmas Eve, to distract her while her parents set up this beautiful gazebo. I told her, hey, you love to drive Ocean Drive. You told me about Ocean Drive in Virginia. And so on Ocean Drive, where she loved to drive to just clear her mind and think and hang out with her brother and sing and whatnot out the window, we stopped at every stop along Ocean Drive and I had a speaker and we danced. We just kind of danced the night away. Everything, I got a little bit worried because she was getting tired and hungry, and as we were coming upon the gazebo that her parents were setting up for the proposal, I got a little nervous because she was saying, are we gonna head back now? I'm about ready for this date to be over. But I said to her, you know, there are gonna be a million things in our future that I'm probably not gonna want to do, but I'll do anyways because I love you, and this last stop is one thing that I'd love for you to do for me. And so that, you know, kind of cleared the air. I want to get a shot in front of it. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I'm having to fix the lighting. Wait, Avery, come here.
Grant. Homeless person.
Homeless person?
Yeah, asleep over there.
The homeless man.
At the Miradore in Corpus Christi, there was this homeless guy that had been there time and again because we had to set up, Mama Molly and I had to set up, practice setting up the proposal area, and we went by there like 5 times, and every time we were there, this homeless guy was there, and we're like, do we call the police and have him gone the night of the proposal? And then we asked Grant, and Grant said, no, leave him there. I was like, man, I don't know. But this guy being there made the kind of, he was like part of the experience, you know. He was like part of the story. Like the story wouldn't be the same without the homeless guy there.
Now I can get right up on it. And then we can go in it.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect. And can I tell you one thing? This is number 8. right. Since we started dating, every little date we went on, I would take pictures with my camera. And I'm a creative writing minor. I'm getting a minor in creative writing. We're both in the film program at the college we go to. Film majors. Yeah, but I'm minoring in creative writing. And my sister's getting a doctorate in poetry, and I really like poetry. And so on some Polaroids, so all the dates we went on, I took pictures. And before I left from Virginia, I went and had those pictures from our first dates printed out on Polaroids. And at the bottom of each Polaroid, I wrote part of a poem that I wrote to her. Anyways. So. What's that? Where did it start? Wait, it starts somewhere. There it is.
I was wondering why they were here.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Can you read it?
From first moments.
Read it aloud. I can't hear you. I want to hear my beautiful poetry. Can you read it aloud to me? Can I hear my beautiful poetry? Read it to me.
From first moments, you were the one. I knew it. You knew it. A journey that had just begun. What does it say? Our love is precious.
My love is precious. I
I
cherish.
cherish our fun. Through anything, heartache to jubilee. I'll be there. Whether we're lost or
Whether we've lost or won.
whether we've lost or won.
A future of
steel is what I see. And
So- Madison Avery Long, will you please marry me? What's that? Yes. Oh. I love you. Yes. Let me put this on your finger. Did you have the music ready? You want to dance to it?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna blow the mic in my phone.
5, 6, 7, 8, dance with me in my backyard. Boy, you're looking super fine in your corduroy. Drive me round the block, we can go in a loop, and then turn the volume up. I'll take the burning tunes up. Feel the fresh air, feel your heart staring. I'm not gonna lie, I get a little bit scared. My heart is on wings and living in dreams, and at the top of our lungs we sing. Everything is perfect.
She said yes.
Hiatus is a word that Grant and I coined. Well, Grant came up with it to describe how we were feeling, because there's not a good enough word that exists to explain being excited and just enthusiastic about the future and eager for what's to come. And that's what I am for our future.